bandeira no ar, curva final é ganhar ou tentar. Setor 3 tudo ou nada.
Engines roaring through the mist. Silverstone's calling, can't resist. Cops corner, we hit the gas. Brave and bold, we make it fast. Maggots and Beckett's winding tight. We dance with speed through day and night. Silverstone, the heart of racing. One wrong move, no retracing. Lap by lap, we chase the dream. In Britain's heart, we reign supreme. Through stew, we push ahead. Into there we're never misled. Club corners near, we hold the line. In Silverstone we're bound to shine. Silverstone, the heart of racing. One wrong move, no retracing. Lap by lap, we chase the dream. In Britain's heart, we reign supreme. The crowd's alive, the engines scream. In Silverstone, we chase the beam. Through the final turns, we break away. On this historic track, we'll stay. Final lap, the flag waves high. Silverstone, we reach the sky. MRL, we lead the way. In Britain's glory, we will stay. We'll stay.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to Monday Racing League. It's Monday evening. We give Monday the right to exist, so we do have a new driver today. Waltera turned new today. Let's see what he can achieve. Yeah, last week we had a very nice and well-deserved podium, P2 for Lucek. Pretty nice to have another driver on the podium here in the Monday Racing League. I need to count once how many podium drivers we already had in the league history. Welcome back, Cy Nelson. Nice to have you on board. Alright, let's have a look to Waltera. He's going now for the first hot lap in his MRL history. Nah, sadly only 7 drivers today. I think the weather is still too good to sim race on Monday evening. Maybe many are also on vacation. hopefully next week we're gonna have a full grid, because we are at the midpoint of the season, season 11, invalidated by Valttera. Let's go to Tomasito. Yeah, as I said, race number 12 today here in Silverstone. Next week we are crossing the channel, go over to Belgium, to Spa-Francorchamps, 1st of September. Race number 13, of course. We have a 24 race season. Well, let's have a quick look to the weather. Let's have a check if everything is working as it should. A quick weather forecast. I do see it just light cloudy. First time on the board from Froby, a 1:27.669. Currently the pole time, but we have Tomasito. What a pace of Tomasito, 1.6 seconds faster in the first two sectors than Froby. As you can see, light cloudy for the remainder of the qualifying. A 1:25.687 for Tomasito. I think this is very hardly to beat for anybody else here in the race today. Is maybe Roble able to go the pace of Tomasito or Spaghetti, of course, or the P2 driver of last race, Lucek. Let's see. It's still very early stages of the qualifying. We have 12 minutes 30, close to 30 left in the qualifying session. Here in Silverstone, one of the most beautiful tracks we have in the calendar. Final turns for Spaghetti, 2 green sectors, of course, because it's his first lap. But a massive gap to P1 to Tomasito. Roble jumps up to P2. Well, 1.2 seconds the gap between Tomasito and Roble. What is Tomasito doing? Let's have a look to Lucek in the final turns. Can he fight for pole? Currently P4. A 1:26.945 for the Polish driver. Valttera on his first lap, valid lap time 1:34.125. What was that? Well, Kicksauber gained many points last race, as I said before. Currently in the team standings, let's check the team standings. Kicksauber on position 6. They have overtaken the team with Wolfram in GDA. Mercedes with 87 on P7. As if we use some graphics, of course. Let's go back to Tomasito. Tomasito coming into pit. Wolfram on P2. 1:26.767. 667. No, it's not rainy weather. It stays light cloudy. And the leaders, McLaren with 202 points. A massive 50 points gap to the Red Bull team. With Roble driving today, Berra sadly not driving today, otherwise we would have a massive fight for pole position. You know, Berra, one of the best pole positions, best qualifying driver this way around, which we have in the league. But also Tomasito improved regarding qualifying pace. Oh. Moving on a hot lap. Aye. Maybe a little bit distracted by Husab, by Volterra. Volterra heating up his tires. Let's have a look through the rest. We have Tomasito in the pit as well, Arobla and Lucek. Wolfram we saw. With a yellow sector 2. Wolfram going directly into pit. Maybe refuel and go for new soft tires. So we have one driver on the hot lap. We have Spaghetti. Yeah, the first up in Hamilton corner. Luckily we have 4 viewers. At least 4 viewers. 5 viewers. Close to more viewers than drivers. That's crazy. Yeah. But it doesn't make sense to not race the races, because we have a 24 races season. If we quit or cancel many races, then a league doesn't make sense anymore. But that's why we're racing today, still with 7 drivers. Let's have a look to the hot lap of Spaghetti. Boy. A little bit lacking of grip at the mid-corner face of the corner. And at the exit, of course, here very nice turn from Spaghetti. This one is very tricky. A lot of curve for Spaghetti, but all valid. Didn't went wide at the exit. Also here a lot of corner cutting, but still within the boundaries. Here has enabled hanger straight. It's pedal to the metal, baby. Smashing the brakes and into one of the final corners, but going into pit because, yeah, 2 yellow sectors. In this case, let's go to Arobla, went wide. Also back on the hanger straight. In total only 5/10 behind Tomasito in this lap, sector 1 and sector 2, but let's see the outcome at the end. He closed the gap, but still 7/10 of a second. The gap between P1 and P2, between Tomasito and the Roble. Let's have a look to the hot lap of Wolfram. I see Tomasito leading the driver standings ahead of Angelo and Spaghetti. Myth still not driving today. So if Tomasito is winning today, then Myth might be a little bit more, let's say, in pushing mode to achieve the next driver championship title. Sadly also Angelo not driving today, but we have Spaghetti driving today. This season 11 looks more or less the same as the season which Spaghetti won, that was season 7. At the beginning of the season it was horrible for Spaghetti. In the mid-season then he started to pick up some pace, and finally at the end of season 7, yeah, he won the driver championship title. Let's see if Spaghetti can fight for the driver championship title as well here in season 11. So nobody on track. Walter DNFing already, waiting for the main race. You just hear some birds. Quack, quack. Oh god. No engine sound, only birds. Also, Luce coming in. What is happening? I think it's time for a sip of my beer. And GDA. Zvukus Sagres. Also here in Switzerland. So Tomasito going out now on the out lap. Let's go to commentator screen. So you have my bloody face and the live coverage of maybe the pole lap from Tomasito. Yeah, cheers, Psy Nelson. So let's get ready. So. So, I'm ready. Commentate you through the hot lap of Tomasito's. No. Not starting, going for a second warm-up lap, okay. Let's have a look here. Is Frody... Where is Frody? Yeah. Coming to Luffield. Woodcote. And here, cops, maggots, brackets, chapel, and the hunger straight down to stove. So now let's go for the hot pot of home. Oh, come on, guys. Who is where? Tomasito, then we have a Roble. Everybody driving close behind each other. No one to be the first one on track. Let's have a look here. We have Tomasito going first. Looks like first, or is he Robbie? Yeah, let's stick with let's stick with Robbie. Green sector 1. Also Spaghetti 3/10 faster than Robbie in sector 1. Chapel now the 100 straight time wise. The qualifying is over, 2 minutes 25 left. So everybody crossing the start finish line. We have also Wolfrin ending the session. Roby, final turns. Stays on P5. What can Spaghetti achieve also in the final turns? Invalidated. Now let's go to the pole sitter for time being. Tomasito 2 purple sectors. Nobody behind faster. Aruble invalidated. $125,687. That was a massive curb ride. Lucha going in, so that's a qualifying result. Maybe Scrumpy. I thought it was it will get a little bit more yeah, action-packed this qualifying. But nevertheless, we have the starting grid. Only 7 drivers today. We have Tomasito P1. Another pole position on his board for the Hungarian driver, then Aroble. P2 in the Red Bull. Wolfrin stays on P3. Lucek, the podium finisher last time out. P2 in Austria on P4 now. Then Spaghetti on P5. P6 for Froby and Walter, the new driver. Very early retirement from the qualifying session on P7. Let's just quickly go through the race director stuff. We don't need it anyway. No pit stops in qualifying. So now let's go for the main race. 15 seconds until the driver can choose their strategy. I think it will be a medium hard stuff here today. Maybe some drivers are starting, maybe Spaghetti often starts on hard tires. Let's see how the race unfolds, and then maybe going for soft tires at the end. Not sure if the soft tires can are having a good pace here in Silverstone. Of course, for some laps no problem, but for a longer stint it might be dangerous, especially in this game F1 25. Just quickly need to replace the dashboard stuff so it's more visible for me. Yeah. I'll also enable, as always, telemetry stuff, the damage and telemetry details of the driver you see on screen. At the moment, no driver selected, so. And of course, formation lap. So we have today 26 laps in total, 18 corners, 10 to the right, 8 to the left, 5.8 kilometer track length, total race distance of 153 kilometers, and the current Emerald track record from Berra from last season, season 10, is a 1:27.078. And as I said before, driver championship leader Tomasito here on pole. Angelo not driving today on P2. Spaghetti driving today on P3. Myth not driving. The next one who drives today is Aroble on P5. His teammate on P6 in the driver standings not driving today. And Lucek finished on last race on P2. On position 7 in the driver standings. Yo-Yo not driving. Froby on P9. Frank Tank left. MondayRacing. Let's have a quick update regarding tires. So we have 4 drivers, the top 4 on medium tires. Spaghetti and Froby going for the hard medium strategy and Valtera going for the soft tire strategy. Let's go for Froby for the start. Hope you are fine with that. It's only for the first corner, then we go to the off-board camera. So we have more or less everything on screen. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Out away we go racing here in Silverstone. Nice stop from Valtteri, of course, with soft tires. In front it stays the same. Tomasito ahead of Haroble. Wolfrin losing a position to Lucek. And also losing a position to Spaghetti. Behind we have Froby. So looks like Spaghetti had a very nice start, very nice one, because he's driving the hard tires. Normally you can't gain any positions on hard tires at the start phase of the race. Froby going very wide there, so that might be already one warning for him. No, not at all for time being. Lucek again on the podium position. Probably trying to not lose too much ground to his rival ahead, to Tomasito. And Lucek already very close behind the Robler. Half a second. Let's go back to the front. It's nice to have these 3 top drivers here creating a gap to Spaghetti, 2.1 seconds after 2 laps. It's more or less a big gap for only 2 laps driven here. Tomasito already outside, or yeah, maybe Robles still has some DRS. No, he can't open up his rear wing. So Tomasito has been outside the 1 second cap to give Robles DRS. Yes and no. This time not. Maybe when they cross the next time this detection point, and Tomasito goes for the fastest lap of 1:29.245. Not sure if you saw as well a freezer. I had a freezer on screen. And Valtteri already DNFing. And you saw it in the background. Lucek now ahead of Robles. Only 6 drivers left in this race, in this mini race over the 50% distance we have here in the Monday Racing League. Wow! 6 drivers, 6 viewers. Appreciate. Thank you. My chatbot is saying it's too quiet in the chat. 7 viewers. We are increasing the numbers of viewers. Wow. Well, let's increase a little bit the action here in the race. Let's see if Robles is able to overtake Lucek. Maybe at the Hangar Straight, at the end of the Hangar Straight. While having DRS at the... lost 0.2 of a second. Also Spaghetti driving on position 6. What happened to him? Looks like we're gonna have a very strong result today for the Kick Sauber team. But first you need to drive to finish a race, and to finish within the points. It's more or less easy if there are less than 10 drivers. But if you race every Monday you get secret points, or yeah, good points, let's say in this way, not secret, it's official, all official here of course. Get some good points if you race every Monday. If other drivers don't race, that's not your problem. And we have Lucek and Froby. I think they drove every race so far in this season. Maybe also the reason why they are on 108 points in the team standings, on position 6. But I think in the first race we had Froby as podium driver on P3, and as I said several times during this stream, we had Lucek on P2 in the last race in Austria. 4.5 seconds gap already for Tomasito. Might be very an easy Monday evening cruise for Tomasito. But it's also risky. If you think that everything is under control, you get a little bit maybe distracted from something. not in game, but maybe a cat is walking by or open up a beer while driving 300 kph and then you crash or having a spin. But I think Tomasito is more or less professional to survive this one. Not heavy under pressure at the moment, Tomasito. Now this little group here, with Spaghetti leading this group for time being on P4, Wolfing on 5 and Proby on 6. It's not the right light at the end of the drivers, it's a green light. It's very glowing green of the Kicksauber. Greenish stuff. Lol. So it looks like that Tomasito is still pushing. So his fastest lap is a 1:29.245. 1:29.2. The fastest lap is a 1:27.0 from Beta. Season 10. Yeah, let's quickly show you the former winners we had Beta. Myth, Nordling, again Myth and Spaghetti. Back to Season 5, Spaghetti was a winner here at his home Grand Prix. But Spaghetti is driving under the Cypriotic flag, but is living in UK. That's why I call it his home Grand Prix. Get already at the tail of Lucek, but Lucek going into pit. Driver number 99 for Spaghetti. Very early pit stops for Roble and Lucek. Well, depending early if they can heat up the hard tires. One lap earlier than Tomasito, maybe they are closing a little bit the gap to the Hungarian driver on P1. Regarding lap times, last lap for Tomasito was a 1:31.5. We have Spaghetti in the last lap, a 1:31.0. As well for Proby 31.0. So Spaghetti is a half a second, as well Proby is a half a second faster than Tomasito in front. So maybe we see now Tomasito going into pit. Yes. Don't get a time penalty for braking too late. 60 kph here. In the pits. Tomasito. And the Roble achieved the green sector. Tomasito already now back on track. It's still a massive gap between Arroble and Tomasito. Clockwise or time-wise, it's 3.3 seconds. Tires of Arroble are already on temperature. Maybe he can close a little bit this gap within this lap. Afterwards, after one lap, I think tires of Tomasito are on temperature as well. Tomasito went for a two-stop strategy. We have Tomasito again on the medium tires. Yeah, let's see the outcome. I like the gamble. Let's have a quick update to the pit stops we had. Tomasito Arroble. Lucek and Wolfrin already once in the pit. We have Spaghetti and Froby still to come into pits. They are going for most likely a one-stop strategy. The only one on two stops looks like it's Tomasito with medium. For the time being, all sectors are yellow at the moment, so nobody going really fast. And regarding warning, we have two warnings already for Lucek, one warning for Wolfrin and one warning for Spaghetti. So Lucek need to drive a little bit careful to not get a 3-second time penalty. Time being, we have massive gaps over 2 seconds, 2.4 seconds, the closest gap here in the field. That's Lucek driving behind Arroble. Tomasito, two purple sectors. Going for the fastest lap, 1:28.990. So 9:28.990. I think this record from Berra will stay also after this race. 1:27.078, the fastest one here on race trim. Tomasito even going faster. Green sector 1, let's go to him. Yellow sector 2. We have a green sector 2 for Arroble, so Arroble trying to push a little bit. Time-wise, let's go to the last lap times. We have a 1:32.3 from Spaghetti, the same for Froby, a 1:29.3, so yeah, 3 seconds faster per lap is Tomasito on his medium tires. A 1:30.4 for Arroble. Lucek as well, a 130.0, and Wolfring a 130.8, so all in the 130s on P4, 5 and 6. But the fastest man on track, Tomasito. Roble gets a warning. The first warning for him. Wow, nearly lost his car. Well, luckily survived. Race number 12 today in Silverstone. Next week we're crossing the channel and go over to Belgium. Race number 13 in a calendar of 24 races, ending up in Abu Dhabi Yas Marina. Wow. Lucek had a spin or something. Lost control of the car. Now 4.6 second the gap. Yeah, let's have a look to his tire temperatures on the bottom right, left, right, you mean? You know what I mean? You mean what I know? Oh. Yeah, and here you see Tomasito at the tail of Roby. Might be an easy pass, is an easy pass for Tomasito with the medium tires. Yeah, regarding tire usage also, Froby has already close to 60% in the back of his car and 55 in front. Forget 46 in front and 61 in the back. So looks like we have a two-stop strategy here anyways. Although 11 laps on medium tires might be just okay. That's not a domination. Spaghetti net on, I think net he is on, let's say P4. Roby now coming in, Spaghetti stays out. The only one to come into pit is still Spaghetti. Maybe he's waiting for a safety car or something, but this will not happen because we have only 6 drivers driving today. Roby, first one of the 2 hard starters, going on to medium rubber. Final 10 laps, 11 laps. Spaghetti still out on his old tires. We have Spaghetti with a 132.7 last lap time, and Tomasito 3 seconds faster, 2.9 seconds faster than Spaghetti in front. Well, in front, if we look back We already see Tomasito. And Tomasito need to go onto soft or hard tires. Now Spaghetti goes into pit. Not collecting any 10-second speeding in pit lane penalty. All good for time being. 60 kph per hour for pit lane speed here in Silverstone. Mattia, perché non giocare oggi? Back on P5. Yeah, Thomas twice on medium tires, so he need to pit one more time. We see the gap coming down massively, very rapid, from over 2.2 seconds at the beginning of corner section, now down to 1.7 seconds between Spaghetti and Wolfrin. One 1.5. And Lucek in the pits. A second time, so also Lucek is doing a 2-stop race. He went for hard tires. So we are in lap 18 of 26. Beautiful turns, enabling DRS and flying past the sitting duck called Wolfrin. If you don't have DRS, then you're always a sitting duck on the Hunger Straight. I just saw the comparison between DRS enabled and no DRS. And we also have the difference between 2 laps old medium tires now for Spaghetti and 9 laps old hard tires. So let's quickly go to Aroble. Is Aroble going for a win today? We have 9.5 seconds gap between Tomasito and Aroble. Aroble can stay out 45 seconds, 45% of usage of his front tires. In the back we have close to 40%. This will he will go to the end with these tires, these hard tires, and Tomasito needs to come in. We have a pit stop time loss of 19.9 seconds according to the data. Oh, that's good. Arola also deserves another win, but he need to fight with it, because yes, Tomasito will be at his tail on soft tires. We have Spaghetti with the fastest lap of 1:28.760. The time being, the fastest lap point goes to Spaghetti. Also Spaghetti pushing, because we have Tomasito now on P5. So all drivers are pushing now. As Tomasito lost his race because he went for 2 pit stops. 6 laps to go. And Lucek, 3-second time penalty. Looked like he achieves another podium. Well, it's not the end of the race for time being. So, as I said, 6 laps to go. The only 2 drivers on a 2-stop race are Tomasito and Lucek. Wow. Massive speed, of course, for Tomasito. He's now pushing hard. 12 seconds between Tomasito and Arola. Here are the gaps between the leader and the other drivers. We have 6.5 seconds gap between Arola and Spaghetti, 11.2 seconds, 11.0 seconds now between Arola and Tomasito. Of course, the tires of Tomasito not getting fresher and better. Already 9% in front and 8 in the back after 1 lap. Yeah, let's see the outcome. You're driving next week, Mattia, for Belgium. Let's have a look to the driver standings. Fastest lap of 1:28.1. Still 1.1 seconds slower than the track record from Berra from season 10. Eight seconds gap between Arola and Tomasito. So 4.5 laps to go in this race. 7.3 seconds. The gap coming a little bit down, but it's a massive task for Tomasito now to close these 7 seconds. Well, of course, overtaking Spaghetti is also not too easy. And regarding timings, not timings, warnings. We have 1 warning for Arola, 2 warnings for Spaghetti, and no warnings at all for Tomasito. So Spaghetti also need to drive a little bit careful to not go wide or get pushed wide to receive another warning. Getting a 3-second time penalty. Well, at the moment is if you get 3 seconds, still P3 is in reach. 5 seconds a gap now, coming down. So clearly the fastest man on track at the moment is Tomasito C 128.156, the fastest lap of Tomasito in this race. Tomasito still outside the DRS of Spaghetti. His tires 31% and 25 in the back. We have Spaghetti with 25 and 34 in the back. Let's have a quick look to the back of the V-Carb car. The gap between Aruba and Spaghetti came down to close to 2 seconds now, 1.8 seconds. So looks like the tires of Aruba are falling soon over the cliff. 64% in front and 56 in the back. 1.5 seconds gap now. Still 2.5 laps to go. So Tomasito still can win this race. Now under 1 second the gap between Spaghetti, Roble and Tomasito. And 2 laps to go. And the freshest tires still on Spaghetti's car. Now Spaghetti needs to play a little bit the old Fox strategy. Don't lead the Grand Prix, stay on P2 and in the final lap overtake on the Hangar Straight with the help of DRS. Let's have a quick look to the ERS battery stuff. We have 50% for Aroble, 55 for Spaghetti and Tomasito 30% left in his battery tank. Breaking the slipstream from Aroble. 35, 40, close to 40% battery, 60% for Spaghetti. So Spaghetti doing very well by charging his battery for a final push in the final lap. We are now in the final lap. Lap 26 of 26. Season 11. Race number 12 here in Silverstone, UK. And the 3-horse fight for the win. Close driving. I like that one. Maybe a little contact. Weather is now overcast. We don't have any rain for time being, but maybe some drops on the Hunger Strait. No rain for time being. 3/10 the gap between Aroble and Spaghetti, and yeah, drops at the end of the Hunger Strait. Into the final turns, still side-by-side action, some contact between Aroble and Spaghetti. Inside line for Spaghetti. And Tomasito also in the mix. Who is winning this Grand Prix? Wow. Spaghetti winning ahead of Aroble and Tomasito with a slide. Maybe because of the rainy conditions. Then we have Roby on P4, Wolfrin on 5 and Lucek. Sadly this time out not on the podium. On P6. What an end of the race, and we have some light drops at the end of the race. In the final turns. Nice to have this dashboard stuff here. It was a pretty nice race at the end. GG. So Spaghetti back on form, communicating with online services. Okay. We have Spaghetti, winner, fastest lap Tomasito, driver of the day Spaghetti, Roby, most overtakes and cleanest driver, Roby. Not results, not a big deal. Communication errors here the whole day already with F125. So we can't go to... No, we can't. Nice game, EA. I love you. Just rubbish. Not even this is working, but anyway. Now let's go for the interviews, of course. Clicking around here. Yeah. As always, guys, changing the headphones and grab the drivers. What an end of this Grand Prix. Yeah, hello.
Hello, Mike.
Okay, I don't hear you.
Hello?
Hold on. Need to check the stuff here. Input, output device, I don't need the output. So now I should hear you.
Hello.
Hello, Spaghetti. And
Hello.
let's bring in as well Wolfrin, so we have the whole group in here.
You can bring the whole grid if you want.
Yeah, the whole grid. Three more, but they're not in the meeting point anymore. Yeah. What an end. Did you expect that, Tomasito, to have a fight for the win at the end of the race? Because I thought you're dead last on P3, but closing in a little bit. Your tires closely fallen off the cliff, but the tires of Roble has been even more worse. Was it planned to have a two-stop race, Tomasito? No?
No.
You thought it's easy going, you have a big gap and then go for two stops?
No, the game just switched tires for me for no apparent reason. And,
you had the wrong tires.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
didn't know
went
that.
mediums and after that mediums because the game switched it.
That sucks. That's unfortunate.
Usually McLaren doesn't have Italian strategy, but
Yeah.
Well, we're not sure. Italians are watching. Maybe over the stream, the Italian strategy goes over to McLaren.
oh,
Yeah, we don't know. Spaghetti, welcome back on the podium. Nice to have
Thank you.
you back. And yeah, I said once during the stream, Season 7 was more or less the same as season 11. Rubbish start of the season, mid-season you picked up the pace, and till the end of the season you have been more or less every time on the podium. Are you going also for a fight for the driver championship title in season 11?
The drivers' champ. I don't know. I think Tomasito might have that under control, to be honest. But I mean, being competitive for the front is always good fun. So at least I'm back there. I'm happy with that.
Cool. And
Yeah.
Roble, sadly, not again another win for you. Still on 1 wins in the MRL. Did you expect that the Spaghetti closing in and as well Tomasito in the final lap?
Yeah. Yeah, considering the state of my tyres, I knew it would come to the last couple of laps. I've kind of just threw a risk and thought, just why not go for it? Otherwise, I would have just...
Ask him about his tyre wear at the end. How
He
much?
had more or less 75% or 80, Roble, right?
It was just over 90, actually.
90
on the
already.
last corner. Yeah.
Yeah, you wanted to do Hamilton ending the race with 3 wheels in the final lap.
Yeah, I mean, it was either that or finish like P2, P3 anyway, so I just try to go for it. Didn't work out, but oh well.
Yeah, next week.
GG's anyway, it's good fight. Yeah, we say this all the time, you know.
Yeah, but next week is another great race, track Spa, of course. But now
Hopefully
let's-
more drivers.
Yeah, hopefully a little bit more drivers than 7, 6 or how many we had today. Expect to have 8 finally, 7 drove and Valtteri left after some laps and...
I mean, we still got like a fight for the win, so with that many drivers, it couldn't have been a terrible race.
Yeah, sure. And if we skip every race, if we have 2 less drivers, then we don't need to do any league stuff. That's why I thought today we race even if we have only 8 drivers. But of course it makes more fun if we have 20 drivers. By the way, Wolfrin,
Yep.
you had Valtteri on your line in the qualifying, right?
Oh, yeah. That was... Technically, that was the second lap, so it doesn't really matter.
Really?
Yeah, that was the second hot lap in my first then.
Well, but you had green sector 1 in the second hot lap.
Yeah, but it wasn't really that much, to be fair.
Okay. But finally, on qualifying, Wolfrin on P4. Yeah, hopefully they have it next week as well in, where are we going, to Spa?
Well, I don't think so.
Well, we're not sure. Mattia has been in the stream. I asked him, is he driving next week? And he's not sure to drive. Maybe he found a girl or something. That's why he's not racing anymore. But
I mean-
Mattia always hangs around when I'm in the lead, like a bad smell.
What?
really?
Yeah.
Well, you can be happy that he didn't join the meeting point. Maybe.
Oof, that's a bannable offence, I think. Intervening with the race. Don't do that, Mattia, if you're listening.
Okay. So guys, any plans for next week? Tomasito, you did very well this race. Did you practice a lot for this race, or was it just more or less easy going? What about next week in Spa? You train because Mattia is back, or any plans for next week?
I mean, we will see. For today's race, I didn't even practice. I just basically jumped in.
Wow.
I really hope that Mattia comes back to have a good fight.
And as well, hopefully Bera is able to drive next week. What about you, Spaghetti? Next week, training, practice stuff, or just hopping in and...
I mean, I just hopped in today and it seemed to go well, so I think I'll just continue that.
And last week as well, right? You came from the airport, just jumped in the rig and
Yeah, fresh off the plane.
fresh off the plane after the race. You left quickly because there was some food, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know each other, right? And Roble, next week, your plans?
Yeah, just come and race, really.
Racing and having fun, right?
That's the idea. That's the plan.
You're sleepy.
Yeah, I'm tired, yeah.
Yeah, I hear it. Wolfrin, plans for you? P4 in the qualifying next week?
Well, I don't think so.
Come on.
Not in Spa. No.
Open your mind. Push.
But by the way, we was all in the call for the race. It was entire silence for the whole race because we knew what would happen at the end. Okay. We all come together, and then finally, checkered flag, we started talking again.
Okay. I thought maybe bringing in some drivers during the race, because once in a while the gaps have been massive, let's say in this way, 2.5 seconds between the drivers, even more than 2.5 seconds. Then I thought,
I'll be so angry. I'll be so angry. Mike, if you ever do that, I'll find it.
Please don't do that.
why? To have a chat during the race. I thought Tomasito is leading very comfy, so I can have a easy chat with him regarding his vacation or holidays, and yeah.
No.
But look, he didn't win, so we need to focus.
We have to focus. Like, come on.
That's cool. That's cool. If you focus and take it serious, even more like you guys. Yeah. Any last words, Spaghetti?
GG's to everyone. See you next week.
Roble?
Yeah, GG's.
Sleepy guy. Tomasito?
I want to go.
GG's, guys.
And Wolfrin also GG, right?
GG.
Yeah. Happy week, guys. See you next week.
Not that I was part of that fight, but GG.
Yeah. All good. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, the freaks, huh? I love these guys. I'm better in the meeting point. Hey. Yeah, guys. Sadly, as I said, finally only 6 drivers finishing the race. Yeah, hopefully next week some more drivers, and have a great race in Spa, Belgium. So I wish you a very happy week. Take care and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Chaque virage une décision, volant serré, pleine précision. Le chrono par le cœur aussi, MRL, c'est la vraie vie. Signe Racing mais on blague pas, du setup au pneu, tout est là. Sur Silverstone ou à Spa, chaque lundi on fait boum là-bas. Lundi c'est chaud, effort dans le sang, ça va trop haut. Virtuel mais vraie passion, on chasse la boule, pas question. Afro House, classe sur la tête, on glisse, on freine, sans défaite. MRL, le lundi magique, c'est pas un jeu, c'est la tactique. Chaque concours, chaque duel, c'est MRL, c'est rituel, pas de hasard, juste du style F1. Le lundi, c'est notre fil. MRL, c'est la vraie vie. Chaque lundi, on pilote. F1 version simulée, mais c'est bien réel. Tu veux rivaliser, mon dans le cockpit. MRL, c'est notre